Hey guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today we are talking about wands. How do we use wands? So, as many of you know, I talk about doing rituals and spells, and I'll be busting out a wand. I have a few different types of wands, not a whole lot, but basically they all mean something special to me. I bought one from James over at Light of Riga back in the day, and now we're making wands together, such as this one, this beautiful oak wand. And not just wands, but people also utilize staffs. So we'll talk about this. This is actually one that I made for myself. But okay, so people might wonder, okay, wands look beautiful, and we've seen them in Harry Potter. We've seen them, kind of all over the place. Like, what really do you do with them other than they look beautiful? Some people have seen them within our shop as well. James and I make wands together. And so I want to talk a little bit about how you can utilize a wand. Like, what is it for? Well, it's really for directing energy. So it's not necessarily for working with spells and things like that, but also you can use it to direct energy within healing within your body. So like, let's say you want to direct certain energy to a certain part of your body, like my hand's been hurting, and I want to direct energy here, and maybe I want to utilize the sun, and I want to direct the sun's energy, like a laser point into my hand. Maybe I want to direct the moon's energy. Maybe I want to bring down the moon. And people may ask, first, how do you do that? And second, do I need a fancy wand? Okay, so let me tell you the first. How do you do that? Well, for the most part, a wand looks like a straight stick like this. They could be made of various materials, but you can choose the material based on the type of energy you'd like to bring in. Many of you guys love working with crystals. Many of you guys like working with plants. Well, let's say, for instance, this wand is made of oak. What happens when we think of oak? We think of strong, we think of eternal, we think of protection, we think of these things. And so therefore, if I'm wanting a wand to help me with anything dealing with strength, steadfastness, protection, healing, things like that, I might choose an oak wand. What you put on the tip of your wand also depends on you as well. I'm not saying you have to go out and go buy somebody else's wand, but it's fun to make your own wands too. I think actually when you DIY anything, it's that much more personal because you are putting your energy and your intention into that magical device, and now it is really a part of you. You can, of course, bring something into your energy field that somebody else has made, but I think it's even more fun when you make it yourself. So what you put on the tip, on the end of your wand, depends on you. Some people don't actually put crystals. Some people put stones that they have found on the ground. Some people leave it as is. They don't put a tip at all. But I feel, in my own personal opinion, that a crystal will help direct the energy. Here is this beautiful quartz crystal, but it's more of like a smoky, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, and it's got tons of rainbows in it. Quartz amplifies, but it comes to a point here, so it's like a laser. So with this healing energy, steadfastness, strength, I'm taking all of that energy and I'm directing it through this point into perhaps a part of my body, perhaps a place in my home, perhaps I'm directing it into a spell. Maybe I'm directing it towards someone else. I want them to have that strength and protection. And there's a lot of visualization that goes along with using wands. So I might visualize the energy. Maybe I don't see it with my physical eyes, but I'm visualizing the energy going through this tip, and maybe a blue light, surrounding me in protection. Maybe I'm imagining white light going into my body and healing certain things. So a lot of this is visualization. The more you are tuned into it, the more you visualize, sometimes you can actually feel the energy coursing through here, as I can with my wands. And all it takes is patience, getting to feel out energy. One way to get really attuned to that is meditation, you guys. The more you meditate and get to know your own energy and what it feels like when other items are within your energy field, you can discern the difference between the two. So when this comes into my energy field, I can feel that this is a separate energy than mine, and I can feel what this feels like as it pertains to my energy and how it changes and shifts my energy. So meditation is a big thing that I say for all people. Okay, you don't have to have anything on the end of your wand or the butt of your wand. It's totally up to you. We like to put clear crystal spheres, quartz spheres, and this is really good with its round nature for storing energy. So let's say I want to store the energy of the sun or the moon. I might hold it just like this. I might point this towards the sun or towards the moon, and again I'm visualizing the energy coming in through the point and down into this sphere. What do I do with it later? Well, let's say it's 10 o'clock at night. Obviously the sun's not out for me. I have all this solar energy stored up in here, and I want to do something that utilizes that solar energy. I'm going to tap into the energy that I stored in here and make it come out the point. So that's at least one way you can use some of the wands. But like I said, it's visualization. It's deciding what your intention is. What type of wood are you working with, or what type of material? Is it made of metal? What type of metal? Is it a copper material? Is it silver? Is it gold? And you can look on the internet for different metaphysical properties pertaining to metals. One really good book on that is Scott Cunningham's Gems, Stones and Metals Encyclopedia. That one's really good at helping you with like alchemy like that. The crystal that you put on the tip doesn't always have to be a quartz. Again, it's all about intention and what you want to do with that wand. You can have a piece of rose quartz on the end. You can have, I have a wand that I made for myself. It's got cocoxanite amethyst on it. It's so like crown chakra, it's crazy. But yeah, you can put whatever you want on your wand. You can use whatever type of stick, but remember, you're incorporating plant energy, Mama Gaia energy, basically. She has all these wonderful things around us, all these different trees and plants. They all have a specific type of energy. So this might be a fun little like investigation into like plant medicine, tree medicine, kind of what certain crystals have, property-wise, and as you put everything together, like what kind of energy that creates. Like when I pair this quartz with this oak, with this quartz sphere, like what type of energy am I creating? What can I do with it? So that might be fun when you guys are constructing your own wands. Okay, next, do you specifically need a bougie wand for directing energy? No, you do not. You can use your finger. Basically, you're just trying to direct energy. I use my finger to direct it. If you lack the digits, you can use your arm to try and direct that energy. If you do not have your arm, use your eyes and your head, directing the energy. I intend my energy to go there. I intend for this energy here. I'm soaking in the solar rays and I intend that energy to go here. I'm soaking in the moon's rays and now I'm looking over here. I'm intending that energy is going in there. So use your body, your entire body as a wand. You can use your arm as a wand, and you can use your finger as a wand. But of course, some people like to have that, like to incorporate other materials such as, trees, plants, crystals, and the like, metals. In which case you can make yourself a really nice wand, or you can purchase a wand online or from your local metaphysical shop. And I always preferably love when people buy things, and when I buy things from little independent shops, So, okay, we have wands here. Let's talk about the big stuff. Staffs. Okay, so I have some garnierite on the end of this staff, and I have some crystals that I've glued on here that all have special meaning to me. I have a little seashell from my hometown in San Diego, so this definitely has like all of my energy. I wrapped it and everything, and this is actually a piece of eucalyptus from around here in my complex. So it's like a mixture of where I am now mixed on where I've been, where I'm from. And then this is helpful with like self-esteem, heart chakra, confidence, all of this. I think this is a really good crystal, and I just kind of like hold it there, and it's pretty bad A. So, okay, same concept with using something like this, except now I have something very large. Think of it as a lightning rod. You know, I visualize energy coming into it, coming all the way down the staff, down into Mother Earth. So usually I use this when I'm trying to, you know, help the earth. I'm doing more earth type stuff. I can also pull from the earth up the stem of the wand up into the tip here, and then again it's visualization. I'm visualizing that energy surrounding me in whatever color circle I'm visualizing, or maybe I'm visualizing it going into a particular spell or oils that I've created, or a little herbal mixture I've created. So same concept. I would say be more likely if I were outdoors to use this one than I would be to use this. And that's just because it's a lot bigger and I live in a really tiny apartment, and so it's kind of hard to walk around with a big bougie staff. So this is really good when, you know, you're doing some big outside rituals. You know, I think that a staff works really well. But anyway, so like I said, when it comes to using wands, it's all about direction of energy. It's about focus. It's about intention. And so when you have that intention, that focus, then you are deciding, okay, I want to have this, this, and this because I intend to have this. What materials will help me out with that? Like if I didn't want to use my finger or my arm or, you know, my body as the conduit, which do be reminded that your body is still pretty much a conduit, because if you're holding this, this is just an extension of you. This just becomes a part of you. This staff is just another appendage on my body. So energy is still flowing through you, but now it's being directed out here or into here, however, you know, you want to put it. But yeah, so again, it's just for direction. What materials do you feel will help with your intention? You know, what types of woods, metals, plants, crystals, and just have fun with it, you guys. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like I said, this actually is available. We don't have it in our shop yet, but if you message me, Tara at kittensweightsandtarot.com, or you can just actually email our shop directly, desertcauldron@gmail.com. We can get you an invoice for this lovely piece. So this was created by James and myself for, you know, storing energy, directing energy, but again for power, for stability, for health. We have this lovely piece of oak. But when you guys create whatever wands you want to, think about what metals or woods or crystals or whatever materials you're using, even cloths or leather or vegan leather or whatever it is. What are you putting into that? What is your intention? And so think about that as well when you're buying online or from somebody else in their shop. Instead of just looking at the aesthetic factor, which that's a part of it too, like is it pretty, but what is in that wand that is going to help me with my purpose and the things that I want to do. So again, hope you found it helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you guys utilize wands. If you do, what type of wands do you use? If you don't, tell me, you know, how do you use just your physical body itself as the conduit? Do you use something else? Let me know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, just kind of chilling out here. It's a beautiful day, and maybe I'll do a little bit of magical work. So if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com. I have a plethora of readings, as well as a couple of things that I make, like my room body sprays and my salves. And most popular is my Goddess of the Rose beauty salve, which I put on my face every freaking day. Twice a day, actually. And if you're looking for more witchy supplies like this beautiful wand, then check out Desert Cauldron, all one word, on Etsy or on the Instagrams at desert.cauldron. Oftentimes we put many of our items there first because it's actually cheaper for us. You know, it's cheaper on the shipping, and we have less fees taken out because once we put it on Etsy, there's all these Etsy fees. But anyway, so yeah, check us out, desert.cauldron, at desert.cauldron on the Instagrams. And yeah, we have so many one-of-a-kind handmade items, either by ourselves or local artisans, for your one-of-a-kind witchy practice, whatever practice it is that you practice. But anyway, that's it from us. Everything is down below for my newsletter, for my Leon Mystery School, where I'm the head mistress, and I teach Mayan astrology. I have my Patreon stuff down below. And yeah, that's it. I will catch you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.